Hello, lovely humans. Welcome back to the mat. Today we'll be going through a bit of a heart opening flow. So working through the anahata, the heart chakra, if you're familiar with chakras, or just opening out through the heart center. So let's find a lying down position. If you have blocks, maybe you'd like to use them for this one. And we'll place one long ways on your mat and the opposite one up the top like a capital T. And as you lie down, you want that block to go between your shoulder blades. And if you don't have blocks, don't worry, you can put a cushion or something like that between your shoulder blades, or you can just have a lie down on the mat. We won't be using blocks too much throughout this sequence. Bringing the second one as a little pillow underneath your head and finding an opening that feels nice in your chest. Let those arms go out long. Open that heart to the sky, let the arms flop out to the side. Maybe you prefer to bring them over your head. Your legs can be long, or maybe you prefer to bring the feet together with your knees out to the side. Whatever feels nice in your body, whatever helps you relax here. And just gently closing down your eyes or softening your gaze. Just starting to land on your mat with your breath. Maybe you'd like to scan through your body and just see how you've arrived today. How are you today? What does your physical body feel like? Your mental body, your energy body? Shifting this awareness to your breath again, just noticing. Remembering there's no wrong answers. You don't need to make up a reason why you feel a certain way. Just allow it to be. We'll make our way through a couple of rounds of our full yogic breath. So exhaling all the air in your lungs to sink up. On your inhale, fill your belly, followed by your ribs, lastly your chest. And as you exhale, your chest falls, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, collarbones lift. Exhale, collarbones fall, ribs hug in, belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. And keep this going at your own pace. Filling your lungs from the bottom to the top and then emptying from the top to the bottom. We'll stay here for a couple more moments, just connecting with your breath. And maybe you'd like to set an intention for this practice today. Maybe there's something you want to focus on or something you want to let go of. And if nothing comes to mind, I offer you the word love, which is associated with the color green and the element air. And like air, love is within us and all around us. So maybe as we make our way through our practice today, you want to explore how you give compassion to yourself and others, how you experience love and joy. 2 more breaths here. One more inhale and exhale. If you have blocks underneath you, just rolling over to one side or sitting up, nice and gentle, we'll take those blocks out from underneath us and just place them off to the side. Having a lie down back on your back, let your spine realign, let any sensations go, and when you're ready, bend your knees. Let's find some gentle windshield wipers, knocking the knees side to side. Arms can come out wide like a capital T. Let's start to sync the breath with the movement. Inhale over to one side. Exhale over to the other. Really enjoying this gentle movement. Let's do one more here. And Making your way back to center. Soles of the feet are on the floor. Walk your feet nice and close to your bum. Hands by your side. Spinal articulation, rolling up through each vertebrae all the way to a bridge. And exhale to roll all the way back down to the ground. And really focusing on lifting one vertebrae up off the ground at a time and placing one back down on the ground at a time. See how smooth, how long you can make this roll. And if you feel any clunky spots, maybe you work through them a little bit. See if you can loosen up. Let's do 2 more. One more. We'll hold our hips to the sky this time, lifting them nice and high. Transfer the weight into your left foot. Can you lift your right foot up off the mat? Let's find a gentle pulse of the hips lifting up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the hips up. Change legs. Right foot down, left foot up. We pulse the hips for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down. Lower the hips all the way to the ground. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a bit of a cuddle. Maybe you'd like to hold onto your knees and roll the legs away from each other, opening through the hips. And let's change directions. On your next exhale, hug them into your chest. Hold behind your thighs. Rock all the way over to your hands and knees. We'll meet in a 4-point kneeling. So as you arrive, just stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and we'll find some gentle cat-cows, dropping the belly, opening out the chest. And exhaling, rounding out through your spine, looking to your belly button. Inhale to drop the belly, open out the chest. Exhale to round out through the spine. Keep this going with your breath. An option to move intuitively here, maybe exploring some barrel rolls, bringing your chest all the way up and around, maybe wagging your tail, rocking the weight forward and back, whatever feels good in your body. And I really encourage you to close down your eyes. Just start to feel into what these movements feel like in your body. Try to let go of any expectations of what you think it should look like. Try and let go of what anybody else is doing if you're with someone in the room, and just start to feel into the movement in your own body. Let's explore for another 3 breaths. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, we'll make our way back to a neutral spine. Realign, so shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches to the sky. Exhale to thread underneath. Thread the needle, tap your shoulder, and inhale to reach back up to the sky. We'll do 2 more. Exhale to thread. Tap your shoulder, inhale to reach. Last one, exhale to thread and hold. Shoulder and cheek meet the ground. Think of rolling your top shoulder, your left shoulder open to the sky. Option to keep your arms here. Maybe you prefer to reach it forward. Maybe you prefer a bind, reaching up and over to the opposite thigh. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, release the left hand. Both hands on the floor, 4-point kneeling. Other side, left hand reaches high. Exhale to thread, tap the shoulder. And inhale to reach back up. Let's do 2 more. Exhale to thread, tap the shoulder. Inhale to reach. Last one. Exhale to thread and hold. Shoulder and cheek meet the ground. Think of rolling your top shoulder open, finding your variation, whatever feels good in your body, rolling the top shoulder back, opening through the heart. Let's stay here for 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale to release the top hand. 4-point kneeling. Press back up. Bring the knees together and sit back onto your heels. Inhale, hands reach to the sky. Exhale, left hand behind your left hip. Find a little gentle back bend here. And on your exhale, circle your hands all the way around to the left, all the way to the right to find a back bend with the left hand high. Let's do that one more time each side, all the way down and around. Last one, all the way down and around. And exhale to make your way back to center. Reach the fingers forward. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Send your hips to the sky. Let's pedal out the feet, bending one knee at a time. Maybe pulsing the chest towards your thighs. Whatever feels nice, just feeling into the first down dog of the class. 2 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale to find stillness. Inhale, look to your fingers and walk your feet all the way to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, arms to the sky, tall mountain. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. 2 options for our next one. Option 1, holding elbows behind your back. So opposite hand to opposite elbow. Or option 2, bring the palms together for a reverse prayer. Wherever you are, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Take a big inhale. Exhale, little back bend. Think of opening through the heart. So imagine someone's pressing through your shoulder blades. So rather than dumping into your hips, keep the butt nice and strong. Open through the heart. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands, tall mountain. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine, hands to your shins. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to a high plank position. Let's shift the weight forward, shoulders beyond your wrists. Option to lower your knees down to the ground if you would like to. Let's lower to the floor, chaturanga for a count of 4. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Releasing onto your mat. Untuck your toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Lift your head and chest up off the ground. Nice and active all the way down to your toes. So elbows hug together. Shoulder blades down to your hips. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your knees into your thighs and press the tops of your feet into the ground. One more inhale. Exhale to relax. Upward facing dog. Exhale, press into the hands. Lift the thighs up off the ground and think of pulling away from your shoulders. So rather than dumping into it, thighs are off the ground. Shoulders away from ears. We hold for another inhale. And exhale, lower the knees, press back. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. All 10 fingers nice and wide. Think nipples to knees, tailbone to the sky. One more inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend in your knees. Exhale, step, hop, or walk to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle the hands. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Let's do 1 round of Surya A. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale, hands to the floor, stepping back. High to low plank chaturanga. Option to lower your knees. On your inhale, your choice of back bend. And on your exhale, hips to the sky, downward dog. 2 breaths. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big bend. Exhale, step up or float. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, circle the hands. And exhale, hands to your heart space, Samasthiti. Chair pose, big toes are together, heels are slightly apart, arms sweep down and up. Reach the thumbs to the back of your mat. Chest is nice and proud. Really working on opening through the heart space. Strong through the belly, and think of lengthening your tailbone down, so try not to twerk your bum out. Tailbone down, belly button in, thumbs to the back of the mat. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale, hands to the floor. Make your way back to downward dog, maybe through your vinyasa. Follow your breath. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Let's bring the big toes together. Inhale, left leg to the sky. 3-leg dog, nice and active through both legs, especially that extended leg. Knee to nose, tiger curl, weight comes forward, dome out through the upper back. Exhale, shoot it back. 3-leg dog. We have 2 more. Inhale, weight comes forward. Exhale, power, squeeze your bum, press it back. Last one, inhale, weight comes forward, hold. Step it to your thumb. High crescent lunge, reach the hands to the sky. Exhale to sink low. Nice and active through the legs here. Squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes. So try not to dump into it. Don't dump into your flexibility. Tap into the strength. Reach the fingers high. We hold here for an inhale. Exhale, cactus, bend the elbows like you're doing a pull-up, open through the chest. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, arrowhead, hands go back, chest goes forward. Think of that weight going forward even more as we launch into warrior three, lift the back leg. Can you get the crown of the head in line with your back heel? Maybe you reach the fingertips forward. Hold here for an inhale. Exhale, chair pose, feet come together. Sink low, hands to your heart space this time. 2 breaths. One more big inhale. Exhale, rotate towards the right. Option to stay here, option to hook your left elbow on right knee. Can you press your hands back in line with each other? Just be mindful that your left knee isn't popping forward. Can you keep your knees in line? 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, look to the ground. Transfer the weight into your right foot. Can you lift your left foot up into your bum? And with control, can you step it all the way to the back of the mat? Let's hold here for the inhale. And exhale to release your hands. Looking to your back hand, your right hand. Hold for the inhale. Exhale to reverse. Left hand to the sky, right hand to your back thigh. Holding here for an inhale. Exhale, easy twist. Left hand reaches to the floor. Right hand reaches to the sky. We have a flip dog transition. So option to lower your knee down to the ground. Flip that right foot under your sit bone, or option to lift that back knee, right foot under your sit bone and opening out to the sky, or maybe to the front of the mat. Let's hold for another inhale. Exhale, both hands to the floor. 3-leg dog, send that right leg high. Bend your knee, open out your hip. Let's take a nice juicy stretch. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, step it to your thumb. Drop your back heel to the ground. Warrior 2, arms windmill up and over. Sink into the right leg. Come back to your breath. Beautiful. Hug your heels together. We're nice and active through our legs, all the way up to the fingertips. Make those arms nice and strong. Let's hold here for an inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale to reach forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Eye gaze goes to the sky. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, elbow meets knee. Left hand bowls all the way down and up for an extended side angle. Think of sinking your hips down. So we have a nice long line from fingertips to your back heel. 2 breaths. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, look towards your back foot. Wiggle your left toes to face the back of the mat and transfer the weight into your left leg. Skandasana. Bend into the left leg, flex the right toes. You can come as low or as high as you would like. I still see you, I still see you. Let's hold here for an inhale. Exhale, look to your right foot. Transfer the weight back into that front leg. Right hand reaches to the floor. Half moon. Left leg floats. Left hand reaches to the sky. Maybe you can transfer the weight into your foot. Can you float those fingertips? Holding here for another inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor. Make your way back to downward dog through your vinyasa or pressing straight back. Couple of options here. Option to hold down dog, option to lower down to child's pose. Or if you need a quick drink or a towel down, you're welcome to do that. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Really working on reconnecting with that intention and your breath here. Let's do 3 more. If you're in child's pose, gently making your way back to downward facing dog. Check in with the alignment. Open the tailbone to the sky, nipples to knees, heels to the ground, remembering it's okay if your knees are bent or your heels don't touch. Let's bring the big toes together. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Next, inhale, knee to nose, tiger curl, weight comes forward. Exhale, shoot it back, good. 2 more. Inhale, weight comes forward, dome out through the upper back. Squeeze your bum, kick it back. Last one, knee to nose, tiger curl. Step it to your thumb. High crescent lunge, reach the hands high. Whoop. Fight for that balance, sink low. We're sinking low, but we're still active. Squeeze your bum, squeeze your glutes. Notice the difference between dumping and activating. Let's hold for the inhale. Exhale, cactus, open through the chest like you're doing a pull-up. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, arrowhead, weight comes forward. Keep that momentum going. Warrior 3, left leg floats. Eye gaze is on the ground. Heel is in line with the crown of your head. Maybe you reach the fingertips forward. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, chair pose. Hands come down to your heart space. Sink nice and low. Strong through the belly. Proud through the chest like you're a proud pigeon. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. Option to hook elbow or knee. Can you press your hands back in line with your sternum? 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale to look down to the ground. Weight is in the left foot. Can you pick up the right? With control, step it to the back of the mat. Placing it back down. We hold in the twist for an inhale. Exhale, release your hands, looking to your back hand, your left hand. Hold for an inhale. Exhale to reverse. Hold for an inhale. And exhale, easy twist, right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. We have our flip dog transition. Remembering we have the option to drop down to your knee if you prefer. If you're coming with me, left leg steps around underneath your sit bone. Open the hips to the sky, or maybe out to the front of your mat. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, 3-leg dog. Both hands are on the floor, left leg goes high. Bend your knee, open out your hip. Take a big juicy stretch. Knee to nose, tiger curl. Step it to your left thumb, drop your back heel down. Warrior 2. Arms would mill up and over. Sinking deep, we're still active through the legs. Squeeze your heels together. Eye gaze goes over the front middle finger. Find that breath. Inhale to reach forward, flip your palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Holding here for an inhale. Exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to knee, right hand bowls down. We're looking for that nice long diagonal line from fingertip to back heel. Maybe your eye gaze goes under the top armpit. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, look to your back foot. Wiggle your back toes to face the back of the room. Transfer the weight into your right foot. Skandasana. Come as low as you'd like to. You don't need to come low. Again, I still see you. I still see you. Nice and proud through the chest. Hold for the inhale. Exhale to look forward. Transfer the weight into your left foot. Half moon. Left hand reaches down to the ground. Right leg floats. Think lifting up, up, up with the top fingertips. Active through both legs. Squeeze your knees into your thighs. Maybe you transfer the weight into your left foot. Can you float those left fingertips? Holding here for an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to the floor. Make your way back to downward dog for the last time. Through your vinyasa. Or pressing straight back. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes. Bring your knees nice and wide on your mat, sinking down to a child's pose. Walk the fingertips forward. Lift the elbows and think of hugging your shoulders down. 2 breaths. Walk both hands over to the left-hand side. Right hand on left. Hug the right shoulder blade down. 2 breaths. And let's change sides. Both hands to the right. Left hand on top of right. Hug the left shoulder blade down. 2 breaths. And gently making your way back to center. Press yourself up. We'll spin around to have a lie down on the back. Or on your back, rather. And we'll finish off with a little bit of back bending. So we have a couple of options. If you're done for the day and you just want to rest, you can come into a supported bridge, finding a block or maybe a cushion or a bolster or a blanket. Anything that's just going to lift your hips up off the ground a tiny bit, letting your hips relax down onto the block. If you've got a little bit of fire left in you, let's do an active bridge pose, bringing the heels nice and close to your bum. Lift your hips, interlace your fingers under your back, and walk your shoulder blades together. And I want you to think of pressing your hips and chest to the back of the room, so we're still proud through that heart space. Can you press the pinkies down into the mat? Your knees are still facing the front of the mat. 3 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale to release your hands, roll all the way down to your back. If you're in a supported bridge, just stay exactly where you are. For our next one, we have 2 options. Option 1 is to do that bridge again. Option 2 is to come into a wheel pose if you've done wheel before. If you haven't, maybe today's not the day, but be nice and careful if you choose to try it for the first time. If you're coming into bridge, go nuts. If you're coming with me, walk the feet nice and close to your bum. Bring your hands next to your ears, fingertips face your shoulders. Take a big inhale. Exhale to press your hips to the sky, opening your chest to the front of your mat. So think of pressing your weight into the heels of your palms. Maybe you straighten your legs. We're here for 3 breaths, but come down whenever you're ready. 2 more breaths. 1 more inhale, and exhale with control, lowering down through your bridge pose. Relax down onto the mat, maybe hugging your knees into your chest. Maybe you'd like to wiggle side to side, massage the base of your spine. As we start to slow down our practice now, all the hard work is over. Let's keep the left leg into the chest, right leg extends long. Supine twist. When you're ready, take the left leg over to the right hand side. Maybe your shoulder blades stay on the ground. Option to press that top hip over a tiny bit more for a little more intensity. 2 breaths. On your next exhale, rolling onto your back. Let's change sides. Left leg goes long, right knee hugs into the chest this time. When you're ready, supine twist. Take it over to the left-hand side. Maybe the eye gaze goes back over the opposite hand. As you arrive, see if you can melt into the pose. Let go of any activation. 2 breaths. Exhale to make your way back to center. Both knees come into the chest. Happy baby. Kick your feet up to the sky. Hold behind your knees, your ankles, your feet, or maybe pistol gripping your big toes. Hug the knees down towards your armpits, but press your tailbone down to the ground. Option to stay static here. Maybe you'd like to have a little play, kicking your feet into your hands, straightening one leg, both legs, maybe butterfly, whatever feels nice. And as our practice starts to come to an end, maybe you'd like to reflect on your practice. Was there anything that came up that you could use in your everyday life? Was there something that you learned about yoga or learned about yourself? When you're ready, letting your legs go long on your mat as we make our way to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Taking any little wiggles, any little itches, anything that helps you relax. Find a nice comfortable position. Maybe you'd like to cover your eyes. Maybe scanning through your body, noticing how you're feeling now versus how you felt when you first stepped on your mat. Maybe coming back to that word love. After our practice of opening through the heart, Maybe you're feeling a little bit more open to joy, to happiness. Maybe visualizing the color green, filling yourself with warmth and love like a big cuddle. Let's take another inhale here. And exhale to let your body melt into the mat beneath you. Shavasana. If you'd like to hang out here for a little bit longer, you're more than welcome to. If you're ready to get back to the day, maybe introducing some little movements, deepening your breath, licking your lips, wiggling fingers, toes. Maybe you'd like a full body stretch, pointing your toes, arching your back. Maybe rolling over to your favorite side or hugging the knees into your chest. Thanking yourself for showing up for you today, for putting yourself first. Thanking your body for everything that it does for you. And when you're ready, slowly making your way up to a seated position, we'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened. On your inhale, take your hands up over your head. Exhale to draw them down to your heart space. Allow your head to bow to your fingertips. Thank you so much for choosing to move with me today and always moving your body intuitively. And of course, honoring this ancient practice of yoga. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat again. I hope you enjoyed that flow. If you have any comments, any requests, please let me know in the comments, in DM, however you best communicate. Otherwise, I'll see you next time on the mat.